wasn't even necessarily wistful, just tired. It was
my
a day. Yes, my youth.
It sounded exactly like that, Joe. That was
was
pretty wistful.
It was. It wasn't intended to be wistful, though.
Yep.
Just more tired than anything.
I was about to ask if something magical happened.
Yes, magical. I found the love of my life. His name is Thomas. Apparently I'm gay.
It's not
It's time for coffee.
It's
Have time for
incorrect.
coffee for me.
That is incorrect. It is not right. But
Oh, I do like... God, am I talking about my pooping habits? So, everyone, how much do you poop?
no, I'm being honest about
Yeah.
how much I poop. I'm just saying that I it's not
Well, that's
healthy,
actually
and I
unhealthy.
recognize that.
To poop every day?
Every
other day is
almost.
unhealthy.
You're supposed to poop every day, I think.
Yeah.
Every
I
day.
think it's every day
You're
and a
supposed
half
to have
if
a
I
major
were to
bowel
average
movement
it out.
every day,
Yeah.
once to twice a day.
Twice?
Once, twice.
Who dumps twice a day? Now that's unhealthy.
Okay.
What are you eating?
So, once in the morning when you wake up, and the other one right before bed.
Sorry, you're pooping way too
Jeez,
much.
the-
You are pooping way too
No,
much.
you're the one who asked! No, the average
Yes.
is once a day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google this. How many times should you poop
Oh
a day?
my god.
Yep.
If I average out mine, it's probably once every day and a half.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, because sometimes, like, it's like once, it's mostly once a day, and then sometimes, like, once every other day. I used to do once a week when I was a kid. I refused to poop.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound fun.
No, it was not. There was
Your
like a.
colon must have just been a septic tank at that
Hey,
point.
look. It's like the first one. Here we go. How many times am I supposed to poop a day?
Wow, the normal range spans 3 times a day.
What?
Whoa!
To once over every 3 days, so it's actually like a scale.
Oh,
Oh,
so
thank
once,
God.
yeah.
Meaning the average person
Wait,
poops
say it
approximately once a day, about 1 ounce of stool for each 12 pounds of his or her body weight. Which means a person weighing 160 pounds...
Oh, no
produces-
wonder I don't dump very much. I weigh so little that it just doesn't build up. That's it.
I like how like the little headline under that episode says poop health.
Poop health? Yeah.
The health of your poop.
Oh my god. Just
Someone pooping
we
3
all
times
learned
a day?
3 times a day? I was
Yeah.
like, I have the runs constantly. I just love milk. I know I'm lactose intolerant, but I just love milk.
Hey.
And I just can't get enough
I
of
got
it.
a friend of a friend. After every time he eats, he takes a shit. It just he's
He has
It's-
to get room.
he's got to get room. Yeah, it's bizarre. I mean, my buddy jokes him, it's like, you know, your intestines is like a mile long, right? It's not like a dog intestines where just like a straight line and it's in and out. It's like, what? No, every time you eat, you got to poop.
No, he's got a freeway down there. That's what's going on. Just like, no rules.
Or is it just very efficient?
Oh my god. Just
Well,
3
that's a
times.
fact we know now.
Mhm.
3 times a day to once every 3 days, depending on your weight.
So let's see. I'm 180 pounds. 1
Which is knowledge
ounce
is power.
for
The
each
more you know,
12 pounds.
Less you want to.
How much poop do I poop?
Oh my god. Are you about to
Need a
calculate your
calculator.
poop?
On average.
On average.
Calculate Galen's average poop.
Wow, we're
Mm.
having quite a bit of learning today.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm not the one who
You
brought
want to
this
find
up.
out how much your average poop should weigh, Ezra?
How much do you weigh, Ez? We can tell you how much your poop weighs.
You don't care how much you do dookies?
Thank God we're not recording.
We are completely. I turned that on a while back.
Yep, it's currently on.
Well then.
All of that poop talk,
Congratulations.
there forever.
Elizabeth, everyone knows that you poop twice a day.
In Cobalt, everyone knows you poop every other day.
Yeah.
Such is life, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're not a girl. Guys poop, girls don't poop.
Considering how often you go into my bathroom, something tells me that either you're pooping or there's really weird things going on with you, man. Yeah.
Or he's going up in there to hack up a lung.
And can I... Yeah, well, there's that recently. But I'm talking before recently, man. Though, I must say, you sound like a dying person every time you go into my bathroom.
Seriously, I get so concerned.
Yeah, I'm just like, is he dying? He came out, it was funny, you came out like this morning, and I was just like, "Are you? So how you doing, buddy?" And he's like, "Actually, much better." And I was just like, "Oh God,
Well,
that's terrible."
You're not dead, so I guess you're right.
There he goes, hacking up a lung again.
No. But
Make
like,
sure you have the water running so it doesn't stick to the sides of the sink. I don't want to be his mom, but it's my bathroom too.
See, this is why I like having a private bathroom in the place.
It's
Looking
not really
at me
private,
like
it's
I'm
just the girls'
weirdo.
bathroom, and I get privilege of using a girl's
It kind of is,
bathroom.
yeah.
Yeah,
Ellie
it
always
totally
uses
is
that
the-
one.
Oh
I
man!
don't let-
Every time a woman comes over, it's like use the master bathroom.
Yeah.
You know what the weird thing is for me? Using my bathroom, whenever anyone else does, they leave the seat up and everything. And
guys use that.
because I grew up with my mom, who was like, "Look, you have to live by these rules of this toilet seat goes down." And I just got used to it. Like it's like 1 extra second and everything. So I like walk in there all the time after someone comes over. I'm like, "Why the fuck is my seat?"
Ha,
toilet
you're
seat
whipped.
up?"
Ha,
Yeah,
Kobold's whipped.
So, I lived with
grew up
my
with a
5
mom.
sisters
What can I
and my
say?
mother.
Like,
What are we talking about?
And, I mean,
people
not all the
leave
time,
toilet
but...
seat up all the time. and
I would have to
I
put the
it
toilet
down
seat
because
down.
I-
It's the
because my
gentleman
mom,
thing to
like,
do.
trained me to do it.
And then
growing up.
eventually, I just didn't. I completely protested, the only guy in the house, and for like a week straight, I went into every bathroom after everyone just to put the seat up. I didn't even have to use the bathroom. I just put the seat up. You know why? Fuck bitches. Fuck all of them. And I just put the seat up. And I think the only one who like cared was Mary, really, and my mom.
Mary
That was
cares
about
weird
it.
things.
Yeah, she goes about one thing.
Recently,
I
Mary
don't
went
think-
missing, and everybody was
My other
freaking
sisters
out.
even freaking noticed.
Except for
like,
me. Just
Wait,
because
Mary went missing, like, recently? Like, since she's been up here?
She's not missing. She was at my
Missing.
dad's place. With
Yeah,
on a
that's
phone.
what I was getting to. It's like she just kind of wandered off to do her own thing, and that's very normal for her.
Yeah.
So I don't know why everyone was freaking out. It's like this. I thought this was just a thing she did.
Yeah, everyone was just freaking out. I was like, nah, just go look. Just she's around.
Fine. She knows half the
She's
town, so she's probably hanging out with
around.
somebody.
Would you like some sweet tart shockers?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah,
I
it's just-
offered him the good candy.
Dealing with this family recently has been very interesting.
Oh my god, it's fine though.
Yep.
Your family's just insane. It's okay. We're all okay with it. I've accepted it as fact.
Yeah, my dad's coming over.
You're the
still,
best
so.
egg.
Your dad's coming
It's
over
so
tonight?
funny. I was
Oh
like,
my God,
Dad,
Kalen is
you're
the best
not
egg."
allowed to come over, and he comes over, and he just doesn't give a shit. He's like, I'll just won't pick things up. It's like, that's fine. But when I said you're not allowed to come over, it's like, come on. And then he just fucking comes here the next week. He's like, he knows. He knows. He just doesn't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
You can always lock the door on
See,
them.
you shouldn't have put that ultimatum out there because he's
I didn't
not
put
going.
any ultimatum out there. I said you weren't allowed over.
I know, but the thing is that he's going to ignore it and then think that, oh, I put it down, but I'm not going to enforce it.
Think of him as
I'm
a
waiting
Carice
for him
chair.
to make a second his third strike at this point because he stole, then he lied about stealing and gave me a hard time about it. All I need is one more thing, and I will genuinely.
I don't
enforce it and
understand
be
what's
like,
the big deal. If your roommate wasn't such a fucking Nancy, you wouldn't care.
Well, I know for a fact that he has a criminal record, and if I just call the police and be like, dude, hey, there's a man in my house. He's not allowed to be here. He's been told he's not allowed to be here. Please take him and get him out of my house. Then he will be in a lot of trouble. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that to him, but if he keeps fucking me over, fuck him.
What? It's $5. What's the problem with $5? You only got $5 to spare? What are you?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I left $5.
Oh, my
there.
$5 is so
I also left
important
my
to
key-
me.
I also left my keys there. If you want to borrow those without asking or like it, just take
It's not
them.
like I borrowed your jumble cables or anything. I assume
my
this is what you're.
my jumble cables.
Jumper kit. That's another story.
I'm
Not
gonna-
redneck enough.
Not
Okay.
hillbilly enough, Philly.
His dad sounds like a hillbilly, and they have
Yeah.
a Vermont accent. It's really weird.
Hmm.
Yeah.
See here,
You haven't
boy.
met my dad yet, have you?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, it would just be so good times.
Mm-hmm.
He'll have more bald jokes for you.
So many.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
You've
I don't give
probably
a
heard
shit.
them all.
Eric already ruined me for that forever. So, I mean, it's funny every time like I meet new kids. Like when I was working at Petro the other night, take off my hat. Oh my God, he's bald! Look at this bald bastard. Just
What the shit?
kids, I don't care. Look, nothing.
like, yes,
this
I'm
I've dealt
bald.
with for a decade. I'm fine.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I lost all this hair 10 years ago.
Yeah. Along with my dignity,
If-
nothing
yeah.
you can do will affect me.
If you think that I haven't heard every
He
single
says this?
insult,
But at night he cries.
That's my secret.
Always sad.
how you doing, Cuba?
Nah, but you pull off bald well, though.
Well,
I mean,
Yeah.
I know some bald people who do not pull off bald
yeah.
at all.
Well,
you actually
keep it-
have like,
They don't shave their heads.
Well,
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
No,
that's-
they shave their heads, but they have a weird head.
No. Well,
Like,
keep
weird-
in mind.
like cobalt weird head.
I know, I felt the notch. I
Yeah, you
felt
felt
the
the
notch.
notch? Okay,
It
now-
was alive. It was moving.
Now think of that,
I'm
but
the
on both
evolution of
sides and the
mankind.
back, where it looks like that Star Wars character with the and they shave
That
it.
is awesome, and that's a Zabrak. Thank
Zabrak?
you. Yes, Zabrak. They have
Here's the
they have a
question.
tendency to go to the dark
Have
side
they
because they're very
grown a
impulsive
beard
alien
/ goatee?
species.
No.
Then they're,
They're just
morons.
completely shaven.
Then they don't deserve to be discussed. Like, in order to pull
If
off
this goes
bald,
up, you know who I'm talking
yeah.
about.
If you go bald, it takes a crazy, like, ridiculously specific head type to pull off bald without having a beard and all that
Okay.
stuff. See, look at Joe here. I don't know whether he'd pull it off because he's got that helping him. Like, that right there makes up for it. It makes him look like he was in prison at some point in his life and he's macho as fuck. Like, that's the thing. Every bald guy, here's some advice. If you're going bald, shave it all off, grow a goatee. Completely makes up for
Or
it.
beard.
A beard is okay, but the goatee is
Goatee is
like,
better.
At
But
least,
beard will work too.
at least have some hair on your chin. Like that's the point.
That's the
All
point.
of
There's a
this is
video
true.
about that too. I think College Humor put it out.
Yep.
If you're going bald, shave it off and grow a goatee. Oh man,
It's the difference between the pedophiles and the badasses.
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
pedophiles and the badass.
The pedophiles just grow the mustache.
They just grow the mustache.
And run for democratic positions.
Yeah.
Mostly positions in government. But okay.
That was the protesting. No, crap.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
That's probably the funniest thing.
What is?
Just the entire like pedophilia thing that nobody seems to want to recognize that
Or talk
currently
about.
the majority of the DNC is being investigated
For
for
pedophilia.
pedophilia by
Oh
the
my
FBI. Like,
How many child sex ring busts have there been in the last 2 weeks? Anybody know?
No.
How many?
Over 1,000.
Over 1,000? That's wonderful.
475 in America, or in
Who?
California alone.
What?
Who says this?
Child sex rings.
Where'd you
It's
find
not
this?
making any of the news. We can pull it from local news places.
Really?
Like the child sex ring bust. Let's see, where was that at?
Basically, the FBI found some stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I
And,
know Oakland in particular is
hmm.
pretty notorious for that. They actually have billboards up there that says, "Underage prostitution is against the law. Don't diddle kids."
Yeah, no. Here we go. Los Angeles, California, of course. Home of Hollywood. Wow, didn't see that coming. 474 arrested, 28 children saved.
Are you kidding? We're the home of boy bands.
Yeah, I know, I was joking. I was definitely sarcasm. Yeah, so let's see.
Oh, it wasn't rings. It was how many people busted.
Right.
Okay.
Like, yeah, not 1,000 rings.
Oh,
1,000 people busted.
That is way better.
Yeah.
You said 1,000 rings. I'm thinking that's impossible.
No,
That's
no.
just.
Yeah, let's see. Let me see. If I
The
can
point
find
is that, yeah, so the Podesta emails might have more credence to them than we originally thought.
it, but it's not going to make the news because there's no way to. I mean,
Spin that to be good.
yeah.
Like, I think that's why there's been the push for the
Let's see.
pedophilia ain't so bad recently.
They
Is
just
they
took-
know they're
they
gonna
ju-
get busted.
They just took all those articles down, though. Like, all those articles that they've had going up for the past month about how pedophilia is okay, they literally deleted them all just so they could attack Milo Yiannopoulos. This is fucking hilarious.
Why?
It's
Was
funny
he
because-
a pedophile, supposedly?
No, he
or
was
something?
molested by a priest when he was young, and he was like,
Really?
I feel like I was mature enough to make that choice.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
You
The
know,
way I
it's just
Oh.
like,
I heard that segment too,
Yeah.
and the way he sounded is like it sounded like he was just trying to like it was he
that's what
adopted
everyone-
that as
no,
a
it's
coping
just-
mechanism.
But it's just like, these are just fucking,
Point is,
these fucking people.
fucking
Fuck Gamergate.
ridiculous.
Fucking-
Fucking
I was
Everybody
Gamergate.
started all this shit. God
They
damn
didn't
it!
start it. They just made me aware of it. I was happy being blissfully fucking ignorant of the massive corruption of my country. I mean, it was a little corrupt. I just didn't realize how bad it was. But now it's like I fucking see something, I immediately like fact check it 9 times to make sure it's true. And most of the time it's not. Like, did you hear about the thing that? Okay, so I'm on the internet, right? And there's fucking a Wired Vice article or it's like Motherboard or some tech magazine article, right? Trump's killing net neutrality. Trump's a horrible fucking person. And then there's this whole hit piece about how he's undermining net neutrality, blah, blah, blah. So I click on the thing that they're talking about, which was this recent thing the FCC passed, right?
He has no control.
Can I get one?
Let me finish. No, he does.
He
Let
does.
me finish.
Can I get one?
Let me. Well, I mean, technically you're right. It's the FCC, right?
But they already
But the
started.
point is the thing that they did that everyone was like, oh my god, Trump's fucking the internet, right? The thing that he did was lower regulations on small companies so they can, on specifically small companies, ones that have less than that make less than like $250,000 a year, which is tiny in like internet terms, so that they can compete with like Comcast and shit to help the free market in competition against the media giants, right? So he's literally helping the internet, and the whole article is about how bad this is.
That is
And
odd.
It's not odd. It's totally fucking. Have you, when reading the news or watched the news?
Ezra, you know me. I don't watch
Yeah,
much
yeah.
news, man.
It's 24/7 hit.
You are the news for some of us here, Ezra. Just to let you know.
You are the fact-checking machine, bro.
Yeah, but I know. But people should.
It's his hobby too.
People
So I mean,
should want to care enough to make sure that I'm right. I am right.
Yeah.
But people should care enough to make sure that I'm right.
Joe, do you care enough?
Not currently, no.
No.
No, but he could.
I could. I very well
But the
could.
thing is, that's how confident I am. I want you to check everything I say.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm not. And I'm just gonna take your word for it, and then get back to what I was doing, and then be pissed about it, or happy about it, whatever, depending.
Or whatever.
Anyway, life is
I'm
crazy.
so Shock-tart.
Life's good, just because there's crazy
You couldn't
aspects
at
of it. It's
least
still
take
nice.
the one that wasn't with the one of each color, separate it out so that I could eat them like, ooh, we've got all the flavors here for me. You took one of the ones that I didn't have a duplicate of. Fuck you, Ezra. Just
What's with your
fuck you.
OCD-ness? Jesus.
I was gonna say that's really
They're all the same flavor. It doesn't
Candy.
matter.
they are all the
Andy-
same flavor.
It kind of reminds me of that skit from Everybody Loves
Candy is
Raymond.
mine. This is my
Robert
thing. Just leave
He's
it be.
talking, and he's talking to Raymond about separating the goods from the plenties. From
I remember that
plenty.
episode.
So what's
And he likes the plenties,
so what's
or the
plan on
goods
whole
and the
podcast?
plenties.
We're doing it. We're just
But
fine.
he separates them. But there's too many
we should
plenties
we should
because there's
start
plenty of them,
making a-
and they're not as good as the goods.
An outline.
Just
An outline. Like, are we going to cover pop culture? Like, we do like 3 segments. We do political segment,
So,
economic segment.
Then let's actually get started.
Let's
So-
not go through mega segments and just let it naturally develop.
no, you want to talk
How
about
about let's
some
not
topics.
do that because we are all ADD.
Yeah.
And then we talk about politics. And let's face it, I don't want to be a fucking politic podcast.
Yeah,
No one does.
I mean, okay, maybe, because
no,
Ez
keep
can
it
do
to
his
him.
own thing.
Yeah, but I'm more I'm getting at is okay.
And Alex Jones, but
how
less
come
crazy.
We haven't fucking played D&D?
Yep.
I've been working a
Joe.
lot. Last
Are you
Wednesday
thinking
I was
about quitting
surprised.
Your one job, the police job.
Yeah, once I get more hours, so I kind of want to stick around to at least see Nick off because I do like Nick. So because he's gonna be gone in a
He's
month.
gonna be gone in like in a
I
month.
have a good
Yeah,
thing we
so-
talk about. What's everyone's favorite fantasy D&D setting? Gaming setting? Anything?
I got that going on.
Okay, well yeah, let's
We're
figure out.
asking it now. So
Let's, hold on, let's figure out some topics first before we actually get this
Yeah,
started.
that's
What did
it.
you want to do?
That was
on
a good
this?
topic.
That
Yeah,
was a great topic.
that is a topic.
That's a great topic. Let's write that topic
How about-
down.
How about you just let me fucking run this shit rodeo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is Galen's thing. If he'll
This
pick
is-
who runs the rodeo.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
No, but I want topics, and write down topics so I can put them down. Because right now it's games that we've been playing, which is mostly For Honor and other things
Why
like
does
that.
have to
This is a D&D
Yeah.
podcast, Galen.
It's
Or
because
role-playing.
this first
I think it's just gang.
no, it's
I know I'm
whatever
gonna be
week.
bitching about fucking social justice warriors at least once a podcast.
That's fine. We give that to you. That's a
We'll
given.
give you that. We'll keep a tally of how many times
This podcast is just meet the crew. That's all it was.
I thought it was
No.
Meet the party. That's what it was.
Can we name it? I don't give a shit about your opinion. That's sure to get us fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, okay,
I feel
let's
like
go through some let's handle it this way for the first thing, and then we'll go into topics, and we'll start with your topic that you mentioned. Let's introduce ourselves each and say how long we've been doing RPGs. How about that? Or
So you want
Gaming
this?
in general,
overall,
whatever
gaming
you
in
want.
general.
So you want this to
let's
be?
start with RPG.
Gaming in general, I imagine everyone here could just
Since
say,
I was
"I'm
10.
this year's,
My
I'm
whole
this year's
fucking
old."
life.
Yeah!
I'm this year's old. The vast majority of it has been spent gaming, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But the thing is that more accurately, D&D-esque things I personally have only been into for the last 4 or 5 years. So
Galen, what do you want your podcast to be about?
It's about us, Joe.
No,
It's
That's-
about us.
No, it really is just about us.
Yeah.
This is a conversational podcast.
yeah, this
Okay,
is the
but,
conversation.
I mean-
about stuff.
Do you want it to have be a certain theme?
There's gonna be a theme. It's pretty much gonna be games. What we're doing, our hobby. It's a hobbyist podcast. But
Okay.
it's gonna be talking like this.
Okay,
The
let's
whole
at least-
proof conversation, hilarious. Going up in a heartbeat.
Mhm.
Let's,
That's
damn
gonna
it.
be great.
let's just
Hey, this is
introduce
Know
ourselves
the Party.
then. How about that?
Well, yeah.
Do you have a
Galen?
name for your podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
On
care
Our
about
Gaming
your
Podcast.
What's that?
Episode, we don't care about your
Yeah,
opinions.
that could be the first episode.
Episode 1, we don't give a shit. And literally,
go
first
ahead.
conversation is about poop.
Go ahead.
That's literally what it was. It was about poop. So, I'm Galen, aka Coleotron, if you listen to our streams or anything. I am with Elizabeth, also known as Jinxie. She
Hi.
does the artwork for everything. Joe, the man with the plan.
I have none. That's my plan.
He's lying to you.
Mhm.
That's his plan.
I'm also just mooching on this gravy train that is going nowhere, so you're welcome.
Well, we're all fucking bored and we need new shit to do.
But you get free
And that
gravy.
too, yes.
Since my, the card shop we were building just fell through because millionaires
Mhm.
suck ass.
And that bitter person back in the corner with the hoarse voice is Ezra.
Yeah, I have pneumonia. I'm not happy about it.
So,
That's about all that's going on in my life.
and last but not least, because he is gargantuan in size, we have Kobold. He is literally 435 pounds.
Yes, literally, as in the other way that it's said, like because now there's two
Literally.
definitions.
What's
Yeah.
the little thing
Anyway.
you guys around in the supermarkets? What
Uh,
are those called?
I just call the fat cart. That's
Fat cart.
yeah.
That's not what
What are they called?
called.
Rascals?
They're electric carts. I worked at a grocery store. I had to bring them in.
Yes.
Let me be the expert here.
I worked at a
Did
grocery
they-
store that did not
okay,
have
Did they
those
let
and did
you
not let
ride
those
your
people
fat
do
cart
it.
when you were collecting the other fat carts?
I would hope so, because
Oh,
I mean
that
he's gonna be
was-
wheezing all over the
You
place.
couldn't do that because you can't you have to
can't
have
drag
your
'em.
foot on the pedal in order to move. And there's no way that I could get one foot on one
There's
pedal
no
and one on
neutral
the
that you
other
can just drag
without,
the other
trying
rascals
to
around.
ski 'em around. That would never happen.
Yeah.
Especially not at the company
Now I
that I
have
was
this great
working at.
image of just Cobalt, just in a tiny rascal, just trying to drive around the park and like.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love those things. I was with friends in high school and we all got drunk and we just took one of those and then we just flipped it.
You
someone
are being a
was-
bad role model for
I
all
don't
those two
care.
people
It's-
out there that are listening to
No,
you.
no.
Thanks,
Now I'm gonna
Ziggs.
finish my
He's gonna listen.
I'm gonna finish my introduction here.
You know what I like this? I like this to be a podcast for gamers who are relatively fucking normal people. That's what I want this for.
Who are relatively normal.
Well, relatively normal as an experience other parts of life. Like, don't get me wrong. I fucking love gaming,
Mhm.
but I've also been drunk. I've also done LSD.
Hey,
I've also done
hey.
cocaine.
Fuck
And
you,
now-
man! I haven't done any of that shit.
Yeah.
You're
And
trying
look
to
at him.
Yeah,
See
see,
how
and let
harsh
me
his
finish.
voice is.
And let me
It's so
finish.
sickly.
And let
Don't
me
do
finish.
drugs, kids.
But we also have people who don't do any of that shit, have totally normal lives, but still have friends or vacations or are really into philosophy. Like,
I don't understand. I thought we're all a bunch of basement virgin dwellers. I mean, we're just like talking.
That's cool.
That's another.
Oh, that's gotcha. And that again, folks, because he's literally trapped in his
Can I finish
basement.
my
He
intro
is
here?
430 pounds.
Everyone everyone's spoken for me so far.
This is Kobold. Kobold,
Yeah.
the robe-wearing Kobold.
Yeah. I go by can't say my name when I'm playing For Honor. Everything else it's so Malthus. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. I'm the saltiest man you'll ever meet, but I try my best not to show it when I'm
It started
playing.
around season 4 in League. He's
Yeah.
pretty chill. But season 4 it finally got to him.
And that is
Well,
also from all the
You
butter
know,
that he
I
eats.
I
A
don't
lot of
rage,
butter.
I don't show it to people in game because it's just a sign of weakness. But I tilt like a fucking madman.
So,
That's
Also,
kinda
by the
true,
way, his
but-
name is literally Cobalt,
Yeah.
like the color blue.
Yeah.
But we call him Kobold, like the creature.
Okay.
Which
so,
is
Because we can't
typically
mess
a HD hit dice 1 level creature. They're commonly formed
Joe,
and found in
give me the nerd
hordes.
voice, let's
Yes.
be right. They're one quarter
Challenge rating. Thank you, I forgot. Yes, I'm
They're
sorry.
not one hit dice creatures either. They're like a
I-
half hit die.
Second edition 1 hit dice.
I-
Thank you
I-
very much.
I take
I'm talking-
offense to you
You can
trying
have the
to
entire
fit my
second edition
people
Lost
in
Man
boxes.
La-di-da.
We may not be a
They're
proud
so wrong.
people, but we have made adventurers' lives fairly inconvenienced on multiple occasions. We're the first stepping stone, and we're proud of that.
Where's the coolest place anyone's been out of country?
Venice.
Nowhere.
You've
So
been to Venice? I know that.
I've
You've been
I've been all over the place, man.
Dude, don't-
I've been to other stuff, but I don't
Doesn't
know off the
someone
I don't
who
remember them
you
off the top of
know
my
have an
head.
island
I've
in
been to the
Panama?
Caribbean.
He's never been there.
I worked at a grocery
Oh, that's
store
right,
with
yeah.
no time
You
off.
haven't been to the Panama Island?
I can't go to an
You need to
island
get out of your
if I
basement,
can't
man.
get
Come
out.
on.
Tell you what, when the apocalypse happens, I'll be happy to see those islands. But
Yeah, that's the only
currently-
reason we're friends, is I want to go to your zombie sanctuary island.
Okay, now, can we go back to the topic that we can all actually contribute to?
Games that we've
I've
been
I
playing.
think we should read that. Game's been interesting places.
No, I haven't.
Fucking
Okay, out of
goddamn!
state.
I've been out of
contribute
state,
to it.
and that's only to like Reno.
And Arizona.
And Arizona. I went to Arizona for a funeral. You know.
Congratulations.
But I
Yeah.
hated it. I
You
hated
see my
Arizona.
point?
You
Like,
didn't get to
okay,
see
alright.
the
just
Prime
because
Arizona,
someone
which
was
is
in
all
the
Rainbow
Navy and
Rock.
has seen the whole world doesn't
Yeah.
mean
Yeah,
that
it's true.
everyone
I
here
saw a
has something to
graveyard.
contribute.
There
Joe's
actually
been out of
are
country,
cool
though.
parts in Arizona.
Only Canada.
But that's out of country. I've never been to Canada. I don't know shit about Canada. I've never been to Venice.
It's a cold place.
I've been to a
You
lot
know
of
it
places in
all.
Europe.
There's
Let's
there's
see.
French speaking people.
I'm sorry, my dad wants me to be cultured.
I'm sorry, my
Anyway.
dad wasn't
Joe's dad wanted him to be
Well,
cultured.
rich enough for me to be cultured.
Tell him the cow ball story, Joe.
The what?
What?
The cow ball story.
Cow balls.
Oh god.
So, since we're apparently swapping stories, and that's what this is about,
Yes. For now.
I am a bit of a redneck. My dad raises the cattle. And, you gotta castrate the cow, so what you do is you put them in a chute, right? And then you tilt the chute and you pull back a leg, and then you get a little pocket knife, right? And you scrape off the nut sack, rip out the testicles, and I'm like, maybe 8 years old or so, and this is gross as hell.
So gross, he has to drop the redneck
So
voice.
yeah, so gross as hell. I have to drop the redneck voice, and my father doesn't like me being a weenie, and effectively that's what I am at 8 years old. Because again, it's gross as hell. So he was like, "Son, here, hold this pocket knife." So I put out my hands, and warm pair of testicles goes into my hand.
Hot, fresh.
Hot, fresh Rocky Mountain oysters. I scream like a 5-year-old girl, and again I'm 8, so that's impressive. Fling them against the barn door, and then my dad's old hound dog comes along and eats them. It was gross.
Culture.
Culture.
That is also a culture.
Yeah, that's culture. That's Americana right there.
Yeah.
True blue Americana, man.
Anyway,
Rancher town.
Mm-hmm.
It happens when you live in an old mining town.
And yes,
You don't-
I am
you
a
don't-
disappointment to my father. So we'll go there.
Yeah. So there's that.
The
We're all there. We're all there with you,
I
Joe.
don't- yeah,
Give me
no,
that.
not- he's
I'm
I'm not a disappointment. I
Your
mean,
dad is
I
kind.
risked becoming one
Yeah.
by dropping out of high school, but that's
Whatever,
another
hashtag
story
words.
altogether.
All
So
right,
far,
I guess this
life's
is
turned out
supposed to
well.
be a gaming podcast.
So let's
So,
turn it back
I keep
to
saying
gaming.
that, like, you know,
What is
games
the
that we're
best-
playing,
what
but
is-
It's all good.
What is you guys' best fantasy setting? Whether it be via book, game, like
Shadowrun.
that
anything like
opens it
that.
up.
Hands down,
I
Shadowrun
like that.
for me.
Well,
I love
let's,
Shadowrun. Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Okay, what do you like most about Shadowrun?
the setting. Yeah,
That's not a fantasy setting. Well, does that count?
Yeah,
that
it's
counts. There's fantasy elements.
It's sci fantasy.
Because it would technically be dystopian, but there's fantasy elements.
Yeah,
It's
that's what
sci
makes it so
fantasy
awesome.
is what
It's
I'd
the
call
best of both worlds. I love Blade Runner.
Right.
Putting D&D shit in Blade Runner is amazing.
Hey,
It
Galen.
just blew my mind.
Galen.
2 things I love. Oh, they had a baby.
it. Galen, could you slap that cat?
No.
Slap that pussy,
He heard that and he didn't want to do it anymore. He's just like, oh, never mind.
But that's mine.
Can we name the
love-
podcast that, by the way, the Pussy Slapping Podcast?
Slap that pussy
No,
podcast.
Yeah.
Okay,
For
let's
art-
stop
it's art gaming.
let's stop spitballing the name of the podcast. It'll come to us by the end, okay? Let's just
And that'll
put
be
it
the
that
grand
way.
finish of the podcast.
Yeah.
There's already a name for the podcast. It's Honor and Gaming Podcast.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway,
Thanks, guys.
okay, next in line. Like who wants to go next on the
Oh,
okay.
let's see, my favorite
Elizabeth.
fantasy setting. I think I'll have to go with the Dresden Files. Because, like, it's not really fantasy, but it's urban fantasy. So it's basically what if all, like, the mythos and mythological creatures and all that crazy stuff that already exists. Like, it wasn't just mythos. That's basically Dresden Files, and that's, like, the best urban fantasy for me.
I like Dresden Files. I mean, Maz came from Dresden Files, and I love that character so much. And I will put him in everything as long as I can make a pixie character.
So who is Maz?
It's a pixie
Maz is my
character
pixie character from
D&D.
Dresden Files that I converted into Shadowrun recently.
Who I'm planning on killing though, early opportunity because I fucking think it's stupid.
Again, that is the
Ezra
bitter,
doesn't like
grumpy
mana.
DM in the corner. And speaking of which, bitter, grumpy DM, what is your favorite setting?
Cthulhu Tech, which is the shittiest mechanical system that exists, but is an amazing setting.
And why is that?
It's just cool. It's basically, you know what Delta? Okay, to talk about Cthulhu Tech, we have to talk about Delta Green. To talk about Delta Green, we have to talk about Call of Cthulhu. Everyone knows what H.P. Lovecraft is,
Yep.
right? So that's Call of Cthulhu, and there's an RPG system with Sandy and Horn, and it goes real bad, and generally most of your characters die. They're mostly one-shots. But then there's Delta Green, which is about what if the government knows all the Cthulhu stuff exists and has an organization that like is keeping the cultists down and like they've got like nuclear submarines parked outside of Rylai, you know, just in case Cthulhu wakes up and shit. And then there's Cthulhu Tech, which is like think that setting, but like fast forward into like the science fiction future.
Okay.
Like, good job, good job.
Spill my beer everywhere.
But not on your nice computer.
I dodged that.
What do you call it? About But yeah, it's
I
about
guess.
like 300,000 years in the future. One that like there's two races being the human or another race, which is a genetically engineered race, but didn't think they were genetically engineered and found out much later in time to rebel against the true aliens. And they're actually engineered from human DNA, and that's why they're human-like.
Interesting.
Because in Cthulhu, the aliens are real fucking aliens. We don't get them. They're not people in monster suits, which is a terrible fucking trope that exists in all sci-fi and fantasy almost. I hate the people in monster suit trope.
Okay.
What about you?
Okay, having to do with my favorite fantasy setting. Now, I've got quite a few different things that rank pretty high. However, recently I discovered a new setting that really just has got me, and that's probably the Berserk setting from the manga Berserk, obviously.
Do you like it pre? Everything's
What
fantasy land?
I think
Post, or
is
the
the best part about it is that you get so many different settings like based off of it. I'm interested to see how the most recent thing goes, but I enjoy the fact how the setting has been. I love how the world has been built, the world building that has gone along with it and everything. And the way that the setting has gone along, I love the Apostles. It's such a really cool idea behind it. The God Hand are terrifying and really fun. Like to want a human to beat them. I'm just excited to see how it all pans out and everything, and to see the limits of that world. I mean, there's so many little intricacies to it.
Yep. What about you, Joe?
Let's see.
It's the land of dicks. That's Joe's favorite land.
Yes.
Fantasy
Oh my
land.
God. There's just
Yeah.
so many
The
Giant jizz dragons and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, but seriously, I'm actually curious about this.
Okay, so we got Berserk,
Cthulhu Tech.
Tech,
Oh, straight up Shadowrun.
Shadowrun. Okay, so we got a couple RPG things
Hey!
there.
Well,
I'm
thank
gonna
you,
go.
Mr.
Cause of
Miles.
trouble.
What do you actually like, though?
Yeah, no, I was just trying to figure out what we have so far. For me, I think my favorite one, which I've never had the opportunity to play it, but I would love to one of these days, is Planescape.
Oh, yeah.
Reading the books, Planescape is an
Oh, wait.
excellent second edition
Who
campaign.
here's played the Planescape tournament game?
I have, and that
not.
game is fantastic. So
I haven't. I really should. Everyone tells me it's
no, it's
amazing.
it's really good.
Everyone tells me it's pretty much the best game ever.
Maybe we should play
it's-
that one day.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
It's clunky as all get out because it's that old
Oh,
Infinity engine.
Yeah, but it's
a really great game. Again, if you haven't played that, you can pick it up on like Good Old Games, Has It, maybe a few other sites. It's
Pirate Bay.
Pirate Bay, yeah. So, but I recommend buying it because it's worth the purchase.
It is actually worth supporting the company
Oh.
if it still exists.
It doesn't. Black Owl Studios defunct, but it's Obsidian Entertainment does those kind of games now. So just kind of as a nod to them, I'd recommend buying it. But anyways, it's this great thing. It's kind of like this cosmopolitan area in the middle of all these different planes of existence in D&D. You have gods intermingling with mortals, demons and angels intermingling, and there's all these various factions that have this very heavy philosophical bent and this kind of intrigue. It's a very, very cool setting.
Did you know that it's based off Spelljammers?
I believe it, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Do you know what Spelljammers is? Who here doesn't know what Spelljammers is?
I've heard of Spelljammers.
Okay.
D&D in space!
That's exactly what Spelljammers is. So in D&D, a common problem you run into, especially when you get players involved, especially in the early editions, is you can do a lot of shit with magic.
Oh yeah.
You can kickstart an industrial revolution with magic within the rules of the game, no fucking problem. And so Spelljammers is a natural extension of like, well, what if real people really got a hold of this stuff and really did that?
Mm-hmm.
And so like instead of like spaceships, they just have ships that they put like enchantments on so they can like sail around in space.
Oh, yeah.
And it's literally D&D in space. And a lot of the, like
Basically Treasure Planet.
yeah,
Yeah.
and a lot of the canonical monsters actually originate from Spelljammers.
Mhm.
Mind Flayers,
Yeah, they did.
Githyanki, the Githazari, the Neogi.
Mhm.
Those are all originally Spelljammer things, which, you know what? I wish they would do that setting again.
That'd
It would be
kinda
great
cool.
to have a Spelljammer.
There was also some funky characters that have never seen the light of day.
Yeah, like the
since
Flump.
they're again- No, the Flump is in fifth edition.
It is.
Really?
I shit
Yeah.
you not, it's in the Monster Manual
That's
for 5th
hilarious.
edition.
He's.
Yes.
I don't think he's from Spelljammers. I think
He's
from
not, he's
first
just old
edition.
school. But they have like
Yeah.
Rhino Space Pirates, which you haven't seen.
I haven't
'cause-
seen those. No,
Yeah. But let's
I
be
don't
honest,
remember the Rhino Space Pirates.
Rhino Space Pirates are pretty fucking badass.
That
so-
sounds cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That reminds me of what's the Rhino race in Magic?
Rocks.
Rocks. And
Yeah.
by the way, since you brought up Magic Gathering, can I just cheat here for a moment? Because
No.
you guys mentioned all things that technically do have board games and stuff
Yeah, yeah,
associated with them. And I realized the moment he said Planescape, which
Yeah.
made me think of Planes Chase,
Yeah,
that Magic Gathering might actually be my favorite setting.
It's pretty cool.
I don't like the way that the lore has gone in recent years, but the flavor of
There's
the
so-
sets
There's
and
so
the
many
flavor
epic
of the
moments in
planes.
Magic lore, like the Twain Academy.
Oh, it's
and the,
so good and everything.
Slivers. That was one of the best moments.
But and
Oh, man, I love
also
those.
the favorite setting that I have heard but never played because I haven't had the chance to. What is that game that you told me about where the A class and B, like the A and B heroes all got murked off?
Necessary Evil.
Necessary Evil. I want to play that setting
too.
so bad just because the setting is so
Yeah.
good.
And it's not
Now,
A and B
what-
heroes, it's A through like Q heroes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
get merged.
the idea of Necessary Evil, the setting, is that essentially an alien race came through and like allied up, but went buddy with your A-lister, B-lister, like
All
the
the
superheroes,
Because
and
there's
super
another worse alien race who just killed them all.
And when the worst alien race like shows up and everything, the evil guys even get involved. Essentially, it's this massive team up to like beat the worst alien race. They do it. It's successful. And then the guys they were teamed up with just murk all the heroes and everything and start colonizing there because their planet got blew up. They're subjugating the people. There's all of the superheroes, all of the supervillains, all gone except for like the shittiest ones. And so
And the
you get
supervillains.
yeah.
Because supervillains are
They were all
crafty.
locked up. They
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
participate
yeah.
in the war.
And 'cause
some of them,
evil
yeah.
will always win.
Yeah.
Good is dumb.
So the point is that it's an amazing setting because it sounds hilarious to play like the really shitty powers. Like the powers that are like, yeah, it does something useful, but the cost to do it is not worth it. Like,
I basically made a psychopath with Pyrovision from Team Fortress 2, the last game we did. We didn't even get to play it, but
yeah,
it was a good time.
Maybe one of these days.
I was passing out game prizes to children in the form of hand grenades. Not like hand grenades on the pins out, but just here you go, kids.
Yeah.
point is that great setting overall, and I would say that it's probably my favorite after I've played it, but I haven't played it, so I can't give any judgment.
I want to play the setting I haven't played that I want to play is Deadlands. I've DM'd the Wicked West, which is a Deadlands steampunk minus steampunk, so it's just Western horror, which was a lot of fun. Wicked West is a lot of fun, but I want to play Deadlands and I want to play Ghost Rock. A mad scientist, where I just like put the ghost rock in the machine and it goes. It doesn't have to make sense.
Yeah.
And both of these things that the guys mentioned is done by Savage Worlds, which is Pinnacle Entertainment, and they actually have some very good products out there. They're kind of more.
Well, I want to play original
off the
Deadlands.
walls.
We are not sponsored. These are all free of charge.
No.
Plugs.
Would you actually be interested in doing an actual play later?
An actual play, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd do it tonight.
But
I would.
Savage Worlds was inspired by the Deadlands system, the old school one,
Yeah.
so it's. But they have some kind of off-the-wall, funky stuff.
Deadlands had all kinds of cool stuff, right?
Yeah.
Every character had the unique mechanics, right? Like, for instance, the Card Shark guy, you
Mhm.
actually had a deck of cards as part of your character that
Mhm.
you drew and made hands.
Mhm.
And then the Mad Scientist guy, you actually had a sketch pad that you would sketch out designs. And
weird.
you're like,
Really?
Ghost Rocks go in,
No words.
through pipe, into backpack, fire comes out. And as long as it made some kind of twisted sense, you didn't have to get the chemicals or anything right,
Yeah.
you were allowed to create that item in the game.
See, that's cool. I knew that the Card Shark one, and these are
Yeah.
Magic users, that
Yeah,
you actually play like a hand of poker in the game.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
But the cool thing about the Ghost Rock Scientist is the whole idea where you don't really have to know what you're fucking doing. It's just Ghost Rocks go in, effect comes out. That holds true in the canon of the game, and like normal scientists are just like, what the fuck? None of this should work. Why is this happening? Because it's the supernatural expert. Supernatural part of it. What have you not played, Galen?
I haven't played a lot of stuff.
That you want to play?
I want to play everything. Don't get me wrong. All this stuff that you're talking about, I've never heard of. I'm like, I want to play all this shit today if I could.
Oh man, there's so much cool shit
There's so much cool shit out there. I mean,
okay, so shit people is awesome. People probably never played Chronicles of Zurin. Just a steampunk world with its own mechanics and its own history. No one knows about it. It's
Yeah, I
fucking
never
awesome.
heard of that.
Yeah, it's
And
fucking
I'm
awesome.
pretty hardcore nerd.
All the
so-
Legends of Five Rings stuff.
Mm.
All Flesh Must Be Eaten, which they just did a bunch of expansions for, remade.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else is there? There's all the Lovecraft books. There's the old Alternity game, which was a unique system where it was a sci-fi game. It was just a straight sci-fi space opera game. But the way it worked is your dice pools were made up of like multiple dice, right? So like, you know, depending on your skill level, like if you had 1 through 4 skill level, you'd roll D4s, and you had 1 through 4 attribute level, you'd roll, let's say you had like a 3 in agility and a 2 in mechanics. Because those are all low stats, you roll 5d4 and try and hit the number, right? But as your stats went up, you started rolling like d10s and d8s or something like that. It was really interesting. But it's another one known because I heard there was a Firefly RPG. Should be interesting.
there is a Firefly RPG. I see it in the comic store all the time.
The problem I have with that is I feel like the only way you could do it is if you did it post-movie. Like if you
absolutely,
ran your game post-movie. Like everyone knows that the Empire cult created the Reavers and the whole fucking galaxy's falling apart because no one trusts the... That would be a cool setting.
Yeah. And let's be honest, that's everyone just playing Han Solo, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
That was the strength of that
I
TV
really
show.
liked that one Star Wars RPG we were playing. I can't recommend that enough. The new
Edge
one,
of the Empire?
Edge of Empire. Oh my god.
Oh, it's so
that
good.
game system is so good. If Fantasy Flight made like a just standard fantasy setting
With that,
using
that would be
a similar
fantastic.
system, I would pick it up in a heartbeat.
I would
I
too.
cannot recommend that
So
enough.
on the subject of set of mechanics you actually like, what is your favorite mechanics in a game?
Oh, straight up. That Edge of Empire mechanic system. I love it.
I don't know. I like the D&D system because it's simple. I guess it depends on, you know, for me it depends on the party you're playing with, honestly. Because like,
Yeah.
if you don't have a very creative group, you know, if you're playing a party that really likes crunch and like dungeon crawls, they're not gonna have a great time with Edge of the Empire.
Right.
Yeah, that's
You
more
know,
of a
yeah,
free-flowing kind
Yeah,
of
if you're
system.
playing with a bunch of people who are like really like into narration and stuff like that, they're probably not gonna have an awesome time with like the Chronicles of Zoran, which has a lot of crunch, or with like Shadowrun.
Mhm.
Although Shadowrun is such a good setting, it kind of counteracts that. But mechanically, Shadowrun's like,
Oh, it's dog shit. It's
Oh.
dog
yeah,
shit.
it's not dog shit. It's just
It
It
it's
feels like it's
really
really.
it's just super complex.
Well,
Oh, man.
it's not only just complex, but the rules are so poorly written, and there's so much errata out there that
Yep.
it's just
Yep.
it's painful, man.
It's super-
Like,
Dog shit.
yeah.
You know what would be fun? We could always play old Cyberpunk. The interesting thing about Cyberpunk is you didn't generate your character; it was RNG'd for you, kind of like that, but not
Like Traveler.
not as hardcore as Traveler. Traveler's the most hardcore. Where
And
you could
to-
die at character
To
creation.
go to the games I've never played, I would love to play Traveler.
Really?
Oh,
Traveler
I've
is
never heard
old-
about this game.
Traveler
What is it?
old
I might have
school
heard about it.
sci-fi. It was like
Yeah, yeah.
the sci-fi companion, effectively, to D&D in the
yeah,
80s.
yeah, yeah.
Oh
And
wow.
what's fun about that is creating your characters like your own mini game.
Yeah.
So
You could die or like lose limbs in character creation.
yes,
Like
and
there's
it's-
cool.
there's just like tons of charts. So as you're like rolling through, you like you might
yes.
you start out and you're like, all right, my guy's old enough to go into college or the military academy. And so you pick one of those and you'll get certain packets of skills.
Mhm.
And you pick your major and you'll get certain packets of skills.
Mhm.
Right? And then you'll go into the exploratory core. But as you spend more, and the thing is the more time you spend in character creation, the more powerful your character is than everyone else who is just like, I go to school, I drop out, I get a job, my character's done, right? But but the more, so if you go in the military, you can get all kinds of shit, tons of money, a pension, you can start with a ship, you can have guns, you can also have your limbs blown off, you can die in character creation, you have to start over, so
yeah, the Explorer's Core has that too.
Yeah.
Oh, you died on a hostile
Yep,
alien
exactly.
planet.
Yep,
Too
yep.
bad. You spent
have
the
a
last
wasting
half hour
disease.
rolling
But it's
your
very
character up.
80s sci-fi. It's
Yeah.
kind of like in that hardcore.
But
mode
Cyberpunk has that too.
Yeah.
But you can't die, it's just everything's random.
That sounds awesome.
yeah,
Oh man.
Cobalt, what's your favorite mechanics game? Game mechanics wise.
We're talking about
RPGs.
RPGs, right?
Yep.
of the few.
Edge of the Empire really appeals to my like how I like playing and everything. I really like the loose set of how things work. I like the Destiny points are. I'm a whore for Destiny points. I love them so much, and I use them up at every turn.
And for those that maybe have never played the Fantasy Flight Star Wars,
Destiny
what are the
points.
speed
So
points?
there's a specific
Let me
mechanic.
get this.
Wait,
Destiny
wait.
points is a mechanic that exists in a lot of different RPGs, but it's basically a mechanic that gives players narrative control. That's what Destiny points is.
Yeah. In Edge of the Empire, at least, it's it's a pretty big narrative control, though.
Yeah,
It's like you.
No. It is.
You get to
narrative control.
you get to introduce a fact into the narrative. That is what a Destiny point can be used for.
Fate does the same thing.
Yeah, but the Dresden Files literally does.
Yeah,
That
Fate.
too?
It's
But
way
the Dresden
stronger
Files is
as
a
well.
terrible. Okay, it's not a terrible. It's a mediocre system because
it
there's
handles
not
combat very
enough.
poorly.
There's
Yeah,
not
yeah, good
enough crunch.
Yeah.
You need a certain
Yeah,
amount
yeah.
of crunch.
Yeah.
I feel like Edge of the Empire, for me at least, was
Yeah.
the perfect crunch
Yeah.
because, the perfect amount of crunch for a system. Because, there's numbers, there's information coming in, but there's so many things that can be, expounded upon through just narrative, being there, and you're encouraged to do so, that it really helps the setting feel good. Like, disadvantage, where you can roll and you hit them, but you still get a negative to, what happens in some way, and it's not just you lose damage or something that. It can do all sorts of stuff.
You can basically crit, essentially, but at the same time, something bad can still happen.
It also
It's
helps
pretty great.
as a DM, man. It helps so much with the shit you always forget. At least I always forget about as a DM, which I always forget. So many of my battles, especially in D&D and stuff, just end up taking place on a flat plane, mechanically, because we don't we just don't. I don't stress that you can do other shit in the environment, but Force of Destiny, because of the bad shit that can happen when you do good things, or the good things that happen when bad things happen, you're always thinking in the third dimension.
But the important part about Destiny points
Something
is
how
that
to
essentially the DM and you have different pools of Destiny points. The DM can spend one to introduce a fact into narrative that is really negative for you or something like that, or to add an effect to what someone did that could fuck you over really bad. You as a player can also introduce facts into narrative. For example, I once spent a Destiny point to say that there was a sign hanging above a group of stormtroopers that I could shoot down, and it just knocks them off the bridge they're on. Just like, well, that's very useful. It's something that I wouldn't have been able to... in another setting, you would have to ask the DM, are they standing underneath the sign? Like, and the DM would be, it would be up to DM's discretion whether you could pull that stuff off. But in Edge of the Empire, you have the ability to just make it happen.
It's very much encouraged by the rules.
And it's encouraged. It makes situations that seem hopeless in a lot of times, or in
that kind of makes me want to adapt Destiny points in other games we play.
Absolutely.
Even just normal D&D games. Not Curse of Strahd, obviously, because it kind of defeats the theme of the setting. Mm-hmm. But any other setting.
D&D would be really good to put into. I mean, I wouldn't have
It'd
to
be a better use for inspiration.
Right, yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. See, you wouldn't have to do it with
But you would have to have it where it's little disciplines, but where the way I would handle it is I would just start all the characters with inspiration, and then as they use the inspiration, it goes to the DM. And then as the DM uses it, it goes away.
That is pretty good.
But man, it's really hard getting inspiration.
You know what I really like are those cards too. We should print those up at some point. I actually went through and made them.
The point being that
the adversary and rival cards.
Oh, love those! Yeah.
No. I'm talking about there's these cards. They made them for 4th edition, which is actually pretty fun too. But I actually went through and remade them for 5th edition using the same program. But they're called drama cards. And basically, you add effects and stuff to the game, but they add mechanical effects. But they also do story things and the power.
But back to the systems thing. Mechanically, I like. So I like character building in probably D&D best, because of the fact that D&D has
we don't need all your mechanics. We just need your favorite one mechanic.
But here's the thing, like, systems all have their merits.
But I can only do 80 minutes of recording time, and I'm already
if we include setting, systems all have their merits.
Yeah.
But Cthulhu Tech, one of my favorite settings, has the most garbage mechanical system that exists. You actually get worse, you become more likely to fail as you become more skilled at something. Or critically fail.
That makes no sense.
It's because it's whenever you roll a 1 on 10-sided dice, you crit fail. Whenever you roll 1, period.
Yeah.
But as you skill up, you get more 10-sided dice.
Okay.
So it's broken right out the fucking gate.
That is garbage.
It's broken in a bad way.
Well, that whole game is meant for you to die. I mean...
No, it really isn't. You're supposed to be heroes. I mean, hell, you can play, like, basically Generator Gwal.
But the point is
that
here, character creation, I would give to Shadowrun, but the problem with Shadowrun is that you always forget something. Like, you always forget a lot of things, mind you, if your DM is good at catching you.
Shadowrun has multiple problems with character creation. That is, takes forever. Totally
backwards ass worlds.
There's a lot. There's a lot you need to look up. Some of the stuff that should be core mechanics aren't in the core book, like background count.
Yeah.
And then to top it all off, after you spend 5 minutes or 5 hours making a character, it's meant to be an incredibly lethal setting where you can die at any moment.
Yeah.
Those are all problems.
It's super in depth, and it's really cool to make. You have so many tools to make whatever character you want. Really, like, you can do so much with the character creation, but there's so much work that you have to put into it, and as I learned through my first setting, no guarantee of surviving that. First fucking session.
I enjoy it, but I also enjoy it because my favorite mechanic is in Shadowrun, and it's the edge mechanic. The edge mechanic literally breaks the game for some characters. If you have enough edge,
you're just talking about edgelords, though.
Yeah, edgelords are edgelords.
You can, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. If you have one edge, you could have survived it. You
did
chose
have an edge.
to die.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Because
when you choose to run an edge, it's in the game where you just survive.
No. By DM discretion.
By DM discretion.
Yeah.
And
if
guess who was the
DM? Explosion. You're not.
Guess who was?
He chose to.
Guess who was? No. Yeah. Guess who was the DM and told me that he wasn't gonna let me live?
Yeah.
Exactly. I know.
DM loves the hard.
He loves the hardcore.
No. Okay. No. Let me get this straight. He put C4 in his arm where he died. It would blow up. He was hanging from a rope off a fucking 30-story building, surrounded by drones, and he had no athletics.
We had several rules wrong.
That's true.
At the time, because erratas, man.
Yeah. Errata.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was so bad.
So we weren't even wrong at the time.
Yeah.
The game had just come out.
The game had just come out. The errata hadn't come out that would have fucking saved my character's life. And I asked if I could do a specific thing.
there was some miscommunication on it after talking to you
Yeah.
afterwards. We decided that it might have been able to work or something. But the point is that it doesn't matter because my character, who was a pyromaniac, went up in a massive explosion
expect a pyromaniac to do.
that
you got a point.
that was to flavor with the character. However, I was quite disappointed by losing the first character I had made for the setting.
That took forever to make.
That took forever to make.
That's the benefit of already being a writer. So
Yeah.
my character that took for goddamn ever to make, Jack. Well, she
Yeah.
didn't take that long. She's Nuzlord.
Yeah.
But it's like if she dies, I can just write her into something I'm already working on.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I blew up
That's
and
really
everything. But the funny part was that, honestly, after enough playing the game, I'm completely fine with it. Like, it was a pretty funny way to go out, and I'll always have that story of, yeah, my first character literally blew himself up.
Yeah. That was the first character ever
Yeah.
in any RPG.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
No,
fine.
not
you
any
played-
RPG.
you
I had played a one shot. I had played Alton Angel Song. By the way, 5th edition rolling characters is extremely decent.
It is so much fun.
You can actually do so much just off of random rolling in 5th edition. It's amazing.
But rolling characters, he means literally rolling everything randomly: race, class, background, traits, everything.
Yeah,
And you can come up with some really cool shit you wouldn't normally come up with.
yeah.
Yeah,
Which
I
we
think-
should do for the Curse of Strahd game, because you can be from anywhere, and then you're just gonna wander into Ravenloft.
No,
I don't mind doing that.
I enjoy rolling characters sometimes, but I've rolled like I the last time I rolled a character, I got a generic fighter, and that was not especially like,
I
oh
kind
boy,
of
I'm
like the
excited
most
about
generic
Here's the
characters.
thing. That would be up
Maybe
to
you
to
do.
make interesting.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
I understand that,
That reminds me of Brian.
and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't enjoy it that
It's like
much.
last random roll I did, I made it was a tiefling wizard.
Okay,
That was
And
good.
like
I haven't played a game of D&D since then, other than the
Pirate
snow
campaign?
the
Oh, the
pirate
snow
campaign came before that.
The
The
Tundra
snow
campaign.
the Tundra campaign, and I enjoyed my Tundra campaign, but I really enjoy making a character off of idea. I like
Yeah.
going through the whole thing. Alton Angel Song was great, even though he was basically a generic fighter too, because he was like my first character that I had made, and I had so much fun going through the craziness of the
The
character and
Minecraft
everything.
dungeon that
Yeah.
P Arcade put out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good times.
Speaking
Okay.
about that, so that was Kobol's first character. So we popped his D&D cherry together. Memories.
Yeah.
D&D
Actually,
Ezra.
I had
I
played
don't even
a
remember my
lawful
first character.
You
stupid
remember?
paladin before that
well,
point.
Okay.
let's go around back to because we were on a topic before. Was what's your favorite like
Mechanic.
game
Oh,
system wise?
okay.
Okay, let's
That-
finish that,
we
and then
talked
we'll
about
go
settings, so let's
into
talk about what's your favorite
first
mechanics.
characters, whatever.
Mine?
No, you already said
We
yours.
already talked to you.
It's Joe's next.
That many
Oh,
kobolds.
What
Now,
did I say?
you said the
Favorite system.
Empire.
That was all.
No, your favorite mechanic.
Your favorite game that you think has the better mechanics. And you said Edge of Empire.
No,
No?
that
Who
was
said
me.
You said Edge of Empire.
I said it depends on what type of game you're trying to run.
Yeah, but we
Oh,
already
right.
have it, so you already win.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe, go.
I'll probably go with Edge of the Empire, the ones I've played too. I do like that. It's Parrot, Fatty McFatterson over here, who again is 430 pounds.
Yes, 430 is 4 times my weight.
Yes. It's a good balance of crunch and fluff. Yeah, I want to be more original, but that's all I have to say.
You know, it was a really
system.
good thing we didn't mention though.
But
The 41K mechanics are really good too.
those are pretty good. They can get a little technical from time to time, but they're
I like a
solid.
little bit of crunch.
Yeah,
That's
no,
more-
it's yeah. It's definitely
Okay, you two.
Let's see. My favorite, it's kind of a tie between Dungeon Worlds and Edge of Empire. Everybody's already mentioned Edge of Empire, so I'm not really going to go into it. But I like Dungeon Worlds because how fast it is. And the thing is, you can make something very basic, but then it's totally up to you on how you want to play the character you just made. And I do like all the little like nuanced stuff. It's very streamlined, so you're not constantly having to go back to the book.
And for those of you that don't know, Dungeon Worlds is a indie RPG. It's
D&D light.
It's D&D super light, but it's fun. You can crank out a character in 5 minutes, and it's very narrative focused. And pretty much you just say, I want to do something, and then you roll to either succeed or fail. And it's kind of more of a collaborative process where bad things happen, and it's up for you and the DM to decide what those bad things are.
Mhm.
So, recommend checking it out.
And I already said mine. It's straight up Edge in
Shadowrun. Because there's so many things you can do with Edge. Like,
So just that specific mechanic. So you like
it's that specific.
You're just
like
hooked on Shadowrun right now in general. Is what I'm doing.
Kinda. I hate the mechanics of Shadowrun really when it comes down to it.
So
what's
the
difficult?
So pick some not one mechanic that you like in one game, right? Because I could say.
No, it's true.
Fate points.
I like fate points, and
so you like that mechanic.
I like
the
that
fate point mechanic.
But Shadowrun did it right, comparative.
Oh yeah.
Because you can just burn an edge, you permanently destroy your character for a little while until you can buy it back, which takes so much karma.
So yeah, and so living is a
but you can survive
cost.
it.
Yeah.
There was
that's cool.
Yeah, there was an episode on just Edge itself.
You know what setting I want to play that I haven't played that I just forgot to fucking mention? Paranoia.
Not a clue what that is.
I've heard of Paranoia.
Who here knows? Paranoia is you play clones in a giant like thing, and you all have like goals, and at least and every party member, at least one of their goals directly construes with another character's goals. It's that by design, right? Because you get some of these randomly. And you all have a 6-pack because you're clones. You're like clone investigators trying to fix this grand experiment. Which means you can kill each other and it's totally fine. And in fact, you're encouraged to do so if you can get closer to victory. And so it goes from you all working together to you all murdering each other. But you have to be sneaky about it because otherwise the other players will murder you because they're scared about you. It's a really interesting setting.
That is fascinating.
So characters. First character for Kobold was a halfling fighter or a lawful super.
Technically, the first character that I ever made was in a terrible Pathfinder campaign wherein I played a lawful stupid paladin. It was good times.
That's alignment.
Yeah.
Most common alignment, anyway.
Oh, it was fun. I was also with a chaotic stupid 2 other players in this thing, and we kind of butted heads a little bit throughout it. Pretty much everyone nearly died multiple times. There was literally an attempted stabbing of my back while we were fleeing from goblins. But it was fairly fun. It introduced me to the idea of these games, and it was of the entire thing, and I really enjoyed that. I liked the fact that I threw a water skin full of holy water in the face of a demon that was beating the shit out of my team. That was probably the best part.
Everyone has cool epic character moments, but I feel a lot of those don't actually translate well to outside of the game.
Yeah, well,
you kind of have to be there. That's the problem. That's why everyone should play D&D.
Yeah.
What made it amazing was just the fact that essentially it cast darkness over like most of the room, and all that was left was me and the cleric standing outside of this darkness. And then we'd see one of our friends get thrown to the ground outside and raked back in, and it was just like, oh man, this is not good. Hey, you got a water skin?
Which speaks to my point that people outside of the gaming culture don't understand what the fuck is going on
if you're outside
of
gaming,
my father for a second and just give you a dead-eyed stare as you talk.
If they were outside of gaming culture, then they would have left this podcast by now.
But not even necessarily outside of gaming culture. Even people who don't play pen and paper RPGs. I don't want to play video games.
Yeah.
Like I've tried to play. I've literally played this game or tried to introduce this game.
And this podcast is going to be about all those things. Don't leave.
Yeah. But
video games are included. And every now and
do we
then
want
animes.
to just segue into that? Because we haven't talked about it, and you said you only had 80 minutes?
Elevator. What's after this?
Hey, what I was going to say is I've introduced this game to hundreds of people, and the reality situation is some people just can't do it. That sounds mean, but some people don't have an imagination. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's only happened to me once, but it's fucking sad.
And for that one viewer at home that doesn't have an imagination,
stick to video games, bro. You're fine. There's nothing wrong with you. Just D&D's not the game for you.
There you go, Ziggs from Ez.
Yeah. I imagine Ziggs probably plays D&D, man.
No, he's Australian. Australian people don't play D&D.
That's not true. I played D&D with an Australian guy who I introduced to D&D.
On
Roll20.
I think that you're missing the joke, buddy.
Yes,
I think you're missing the joke.
Yeah.
I think you're missing the joke.
Yeah.
I missed the other
Because
so the joke is you.
So.
No, that's not the joke.
So Ezra Cameron's
great
first
changing
character,
the joke.
We know Kobold's first character was a lawful stupid paladin.
Woo!
And then what's Joe's first character? Do you remember?
I'm trying to remember as well. Because I started playing when I was 12, pimply face, and obese.
Can I say why I don't remember first?
Yeah.
Because I started by DMing in 4th grade, and I didn't get to stop for 15 fucking years.
What's the DM?
Once a DM, always a DM.
Fine, Mr. DM. I started when I was 14, so you have more nerd cred than I do.
That's right.
You beat me.
Everyone's table.
But I'm second hip in this seniority.
Just
So
because
you all
have a
suck
beard.
it.
Hey, I don't mind
Yeah.
being the baby, so.
That's okay.
My first character was great. Go on.
Yeah.
You can get
I was
this.
there
This
for
is-
that, I think.
This is my turn. I have the speaking stick right now.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you very much.
Yeah.
As you don't have a stick, do you want the speaking controller?
You got the speaking beer.
I have the speaking beer. This
Yeah,
is
alright.
the adult version.
Yeah.
He
He has
but-
work in an
It
hour,
makes
by
sense.
the way.
Yeah.
It also makes sense because the guy with the beer is generally the loudest. So like,
Yeah,
Go ahead,
thank
go
you.
ahead, Joe.
I'm generally
So,
loudest, but I'm-
my first character when I'm like 14, pimply faced, and obese, have dandruff, hang out on the stairs. It's not a pretty sight. But anyways, I don't remember what exactly it was. I had like a few. I think the coolest one that I had, because I made like 8 characters once I found it at the game, and this is the second edition, mind you, where THAC0 is a thing.
I remember that.
So yeah, THAC0.
You know what that stands for?
To hit armor class 0. Come on.
Right.
Don't fuck with me, man. Don't fuck with me.
All
For all you
right.
second edition fans out there, that's where it's at. It's THAC0 or bust.
Yeah.
okay, you gotta explain to me because I don't know what THAC0 is.
I'm sorry, you're old, but what is this?
So in second edition, the way armor class worked was armor class started at a base AC of 10. That was bad. What lower AC was good. So if you had an AC of 0, that would be something like wearing heavy plate mail or magical armor of that effect. So you had a to hit armor class 0. That was like the gold standard of your attack rating. It was a certain amount that you had to get on a D20 in order to hit that. So fighters had a very good THAC0 progression. It would start off at... Yes, sir.
So basically, instead of having an attack bonus like we have today, which is simple and makes fucking sense, like +3, instead of having +3 attack, you would have to hit armor class 0, 17, and you'd have to do all the math backwards in your head.
So
Yep.
if you had a 10 armor class that you're trying to hit somebody, you would hit on a 7 or higher. Because 17 minus 10 is...
I don't care at this
It
point.
was
Thank you for bringing it up.
Yeah.
Go
so,
on, Joe.
Suck it.
It's backward ass math for no
So,
reason.
your first character.
Yeah, I think I had one of those awesome characters that was half human, half dragon, because I thought that was cool.
Oh, I remember
Again.
my first character.
Oh, sweet.
Good job.
Yeah, half dragon, half human, and then he could turn into a dragon, and that was not in the rules or anything, but he was awesome. So, yeah, that was it. It was, yes.
Go ahead, continue.
I have nothing more. I don't remember.
My first character was myself. I played him a Cthulhu campaign. I died almost immediately.
Fantastic.
Yeah. No,
Nice.
literally myself. We literally tried to stat ourselves out as accurately as possible
That's actually pretty
to
cool.
go fight cultists. And let me tell you, in real life, I'm not equipped to fight cultists.
Yeah.
Well, no. I'm equipped to fight the cultists. I'm not equipped to fight Cthulhu demons.
None of us are. None of us are.
I think that's the
Says
point.
you
I
guys.
think that's the point of the system.
Okay.
Me and a
well,
bunch of shotgun shells can deal with that.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
All it reminds me of is anyone but Guts versus an apostle.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's just like, no, this isn't gonna turn out well for you, buddy.
Or maybe that's why. I have very high will.
I don't think you've read enough H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah.
There is
I
no,
love
there's
HP
no way you're
You
beating
have
that,
to be a
man.
professor of Eldritch Horrors to survive Eldritch Horrors. That's the only thing that works in H.P. Lovecraft. It's
I'll
always
make
stoner
it by.
huh?
I'll make
Even
by.
then,
I'll make
even
it.
then, no,
or
no
or like a
chance.
stoner
just high.
drifter. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the only way that you get away with things.
How would they shock them?
Alright.
So
So-
you, first character.
My first character was Oda!
Yeah, Oda has a special place in everybody's heart.
Oda was great. I can never recreate Oda. Part of me wants to, part of me doesn't.
Now, who is
But
Oda?
Oda was my drunk gnome bard. And she was amazing because... So she was supposed to be strictly comic relief because my first character and I actually didn't take her seriously.
Mhm.
So...
And then she became like the powerhouse of the team.
Because at the first, we had a sorcerer that didn't have a lot of great spells at the time. And then the fighter hadn't snowballed yet. So the bard has to be the heavy hitter when we're going up against an ogre.
Not
and
just
he's
the heavy
skewering
hitter,
our fighter.
has to be the tank as well.
Just the right spell for the right time. That's what made Oda great.
That's
you were
what
very
made-
good at
Right time.
using like this
She
is the
was the
perfect tool.
universal.
Like a mainstream of hipsters. It's the right.
I was playing
that's
an
correct.
Elder's Knight, and Oda outdid me in everything.
Mostly
She
because...
out-
out damaged. She Huh?
Not in terms of tankiness.
No, because I started creating more towards tank
Yeah.
because what do our party needs? We need a tank and a healer. I'll take that role. Fucking yeah, because Oda's doing this. I don't give a shit anymore. I don't need to be that hard
That's
hitter.
one reason why I kind of do like bards in D&D. Just because they can get access to all these spells but unlike
Yeah,
the
they're
wizard, I don't
universal.
have to prepare a bunch
You
of
came
them.
to Bards or the Golden Age of Bards, all right? Bards were dog shit until 4th edition, and the 4th edition came out, and we're like, we're just gonna make them OP as shit to make up for the last
See, that
20
doesn't matter
years.
because I still
And
like
then
my
that,
bard.
and that still came over in 5th
To
edition.
go back to 2nd edition, where it's at. Hey, do you want to play a thief class? That's worse than a thief? Play a bard.
Yeah,
That's where it's at.
yeah.
So basically, my first character was pretty great. She has a special place in my heart, and I guess everybody else's.
Lots of
And then your first character.
So
Good job.
I started on a some weird sheeted out. It used a bubble system. It had little circles, and then you had to fill out which ones, and that was your
this
skill.
is probably Edge of Darkness.
I think it might have been, but
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
I was like 10. So
Edge.
it was
World of
something.
Darkness.
World of Darkness.
Maybe it was.
What was the setting?
Oh man, gothic.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
World of Darkness.
Okay,
Did
so
you try and touch
I,
yourself while playing? It's World of Darkness.
I had no idea what we were playing. I was in a homeless shelter. We had nothing
Yeah.
to do during the middle of the day, and some kid just came up with this book, and I was like, "Oh man, cool D&D." I couldn't read for shit. So me reading, like this guy handed me a character sheet and said, "You're gonna be this. This is what you are. You're a fucking ghoul from this matron and all that stuff. And you're
World
super
of Darkness.
fucking powered."
Good call, Joe.
Good call, thanks guys. I've been thinking about that like my whole life. I don't know this, but now I know it's World
So
of Darkness.
for those
Yeah.
of you that know, World
It was
of Darkness,
you were playing specifically a vampire in World of Darkness.
No,
Yeah.
he was playing a ghoul.
He was playing a ghoul, but
No,
I
it was
guarantee
vampire. And
I
was,
guarantee it was the
It was.
fucking Vampire the Masquerade
Yes.
and
Yeah,
not
and
Werewolf
that's
Apocalypse.
No.
Yeah. So that. It had to have been that.
So,
But I only played that
Not according
one
to people
time.
who love Twilight.
Yeah.
yeah.
I only played that one time, and I didn't even make my character. So that was the first time I played with the character. My first character that I actually created, I was D&D. I got all those books right there,
Wait.
2.0
Oh,
in advance,
that's
and
incorrect.
I got those handed to
I
me,
got
and
my
then I
first
started
picked up.
making.
Oh, that's
I started
your
making
first character,
characters.
wasn't it?
No, my first character was actually Cam.
That's
Oh,
right.
was
but
Cam.
we didn't get to play that game.
We didn't really get to
We
play
died
played
it.
it
almost
so-
like
immediately.
3 campaigns. and then
Sorry
it
about that,
died,
by the way, guys.
Yeah, that's fine.
I kind of
It's
like.
fine. You have
It's
work.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah, so
But
officially my first character is Zoya,
Cam. Yeah.
but like timeline wise, it technically was Cam.
Yeah. My first character that I've ever created was in Advanced, and it was a wizard. And I died immediately. And then I made a
As
fighter.
That was like second edition.
Oh, hey, I'm a wizard. I have 1d4 hit points. A dagger kills me. Reroll.
House
I'm not
cat
even
fucking
joking.
kills you.
Yeah.
A dagger fucking killed me. And I was like, oh man. I wanted to be a wizard because like all the magic and stuff. I was getting into the game because it was like so far away from reality. I needed escapism when I was young.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this sucks. Who's like the tankiest person? They're like, you want to be a fighter that's really strong early on, and we never make it to level 20 or late game.
Nobody does.
No one does. And so ever since then, up to the point of my Eldritch
our
Knight,
record is like 7.
I was a fighter forever. I only made fighters and barbarians. I made nothing else until my Eldritch Knight,
Yeah.
and that had a little bit of
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah.
And then after that, I don't play fighters anymore. I
Yeah.
haven't played a fighter in like
A while, yeah.
You haven't
Yeah,
played Fire.
that was the
Fire
last
yet.
fighter I've ever
Right.
played. I now play magic users, riggers, and
I
God.
unleashed a fucking monster with Eric
Oh god.
because
That you
he
did.
only played fighters literally his entire life until he met me. I was like, Eric, why don't you try something else? I guess I'll play a rogue.
Oh my god, and that's where T-Ax came to be.
Okay, so Eric played the best / worst rogue.
Well, Eric's a friend of ours, and the important part to know about him, all you really need to know is that he
He's a
is just
min-maxer.
a min-maxer, period. Like, the ideal
he's a
version
bastard.
of a min-maxer.
Yeah.
Of a min-maxer.
What's min-maxer, Kobold?
It's someone who puts, like, they put the extra time in to make sure that their character
It's
is
really
as
good.
like they squeeze any little mechanical benefit that they can into that character and just wind up the gears and then let it go on the world. And let me tell you, it's terrifying. Like, it's just like, you're standing there and you put a lot of effort into your character. You're like, I do a D10 of damage or something. And then he comes up and deals 2D12 at level 1. What the where did you get all this? And it's like, I did all this stuff and I got this benefit. And, I lost this, but who needs it? And then I got this. The key thing that you can look for min-maxers, by the way, if they aren't being obvious like that, is you
Headgear. Look for
wave
headgear.
wave a little bit of like power, like a chance to betray the party in a little way for a big benefit to their character. Oh, they'll jump on it every time
But yeah, that's
because it's all about
Eric's
making your
really
character
good at
OP.
making Shadowrun characters.
Oh yeah, Shadowrun, by the way, lends itself. If there's any min-maxers listening to this,
That's the
Shadowrun
system
is
for
your
you.
system. Just play it.
Find a
I
group.
mean, aside from GURPS, there's no way that you're
So,
gonna reach a better.
It
like,
really is too. And Eric, like I said, I didn't really play until I played with your guys' group a couple years back.
What? I know that.
No, I played, but not so severe. It has molded me into the best role player that I've ever been. Let's say it that way. And Eric alone has taught me to min-max.
Yeah.
And
You need a
Maz is a min-maxed character for
That's
Magic because pixies get the 7
Yeah,
and 7.
yeah. That,
He's Pokemon. I made him a
is
Pokemon.
Super fucking.
I mean, but to be fair, if I get shot, I poof
Streamlined.
back into the astral world to
Yeah,
never be seen
That's
again.
hard to do when you like don't exist half the time.
Yeah. And
Anyway,
but Eric, he has groomed me. He even said it the other day.
Joe has to leave. Say bye to Joe.
This is gonna be the
Oh,
end of our
I
podcast.
was just about to move into the actual gaming,
It's gonna
Next
be
time!
next time
We're
on
talking about
Honor
video
and
games.
I
Gaming.
have
Every-
a real job. I
everyone-
can't hang out with these nerds all the time.
Everyone can play for us some more. I guess we'll talk about video games next time.
Yeah, we will. Since it's already hitting the cap, so
Perfect.
this
So-
has been Honor and Gaming podcast, and
We
we bid
bullshit.
you good night, and we bullshit.
We don't care.
We don't care.
I care.
Okay, Joe cares.
We care
That's
to
the
the
new name.
extent of we're
New
here
name
and
of the
chatting because we're all
podcast.
pals.
Joe cares.
Joe cares.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we needed to figure out the name of the
That's
podcast.
good.
Yeah,
Howdy-
that'll
No,
work.
no, it is Honor and Gaming
Still
podcast.
Honor
it's
and Game
Joker.
podcast.
Oh,
Oh my
the
god, the
The episode.
episode.
Yeah.
Oh, meet the party. I
Joe
like
cares.
that.
Meet the party. That's what I said.
No,
I
Joe
like
cares.
meet the party.
No, Joe cares.
Joe
All right,
cares.
Yeah,
I gotta
buddy.
go, guys.
I'm not voting, and Joe's voting.